Hello everybody. You have no idea how fast. Why am I doing the YouTube voice? You have no idea like how fast I had to set up the stream. We started late because yesterday we started a bit late just because YouTube was freaking out. Still the same thing today, but also I was just late. Happy Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers out there. Hope everyone had a great one to celebrate. Let me do some stuff real quick. I was running to get some stuff. Here, there we go. Okay. Fun stuff. Yeah, so very excited to work on the Wasp today. I think that's about everything. Our music player is, of course, broken, as it does. That's because I started listening to something on YouTube. Dragon Quest II music is actually kind of fire. Let's see. Doing good. You know, we're almost finished with my online school. They just had a quiz, which I just kind of directly opposed some of the answers that my professor had, so I emailed her. Let's all hope that I'm right and she is wrong, which means that I get points back, right? But yeah, I'm in a great mood. I finally have 2 days off this week, so it means I'm going to work on the lesson 2 video. Very hyped. Oh shoot, didn't mean to do that. Okay, cool. Let's pop over here. But I legitimately hope everyone is having a great Sunday. We're walking into yet another week, yet another great week, and all is well. Very happy to report that. My Drawbox pins actually should be arriving today. They should have arrived today. They have about 30 minutes. Let's see. Gonna go into my email real quick. I've been waiting on that one. That one's been upsetting me a bit. Let's see. Lots of spam emails. Here we are. Okay. You gotta be careful whenever I pull up delivery information. In transit to next facility. The facility, it's already in my town. What? It arrived at my town yesterday. Whatever. It is what it is. Your package is moving within the network and is on track to be delivered by the expected delivery date. It is currently in transit to the next facility. I don't have a date. It's not giving me a date. Arriving on time. Transit to next facility. Sunday, June 16th. I'm no professional, but I believe today is Sunday, June 16th. Who cares? Patience is a virtue, such as ordering Drawbox pins, I guess. So yeah, let's do a warm-up. We may need a bit of a thicker warm-up today because we are a bit late, right? But other than that, let's get into it. I can't believe I have energy after today because Father's Day where I worked was just empty. So let's be not thankful, but I do appreciate an easy day. Let's calm down. That was a really fast, chaotic line. Oh, look at that. This song I'm listening to for Dragon Quest has a whip in it. That's crazy. Calm down. It's not that deep, bro. Oh my gosh. Now let's do right here, I feel. This is a really good pen. Still mad at my little sister for losing my original set of Drawbox pins. Not only that, why is it kind of out of focus? Did it unfocus right as I changed my camera? That'd be so upset. Ink. She not only lost the packet. Oh yeah, it did. She not only lost the packet for my OG Drawbox pins, she lost one of them. So instead of the pack of 12, I have only 11. Rage-inducing. I have OCD, and to have that happen to me, an original set of pins that kicked off my drawing career, for her to lose them, something I literally held it in front of her like this. I was like, little sister, Kavel's little sister, you better treat these well. These are meaningful to me. And not only did she ruin half of them, I guess she just doesn't know what a fine liner is. Yeah. But at least I have the knowledge of lesson 1. So I think that's all we need. There we go. Now I'm all in like focus mode. Really good day today. I'm very thankful. Ay, ay, ay. See, I celebrated too early. In fact, I had a great week. A very solid, wonderful week. There's so much to look forward to. And despite my poor grade on a quiz, I have literally no reason. It was an 80. It was an 85. Despite these things, there's still so much opportunity and reason to be happy. Oh, man. Good mood indeed. And we get to draw our Wasp today, which we had that amazing revelation yesterday of the forms we need to kind of construct the lower abdomen. No, lower thorax. Oh man, great week. Not even extend it to say great summer. But not a great back line. I feel like it should have been a bit lower right there. This is curving a bit too much towards that. It was hard to work with. I will never judge an individual based on the back line of their box. It's fleeting, temporary, and irrepresentative of that artist's skill. Unrepresentative? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's see. This line, move it over here. Yeah, look at that. That goes all the way over here. I just don't want to make it too high. Because then this one seems too high. But that's pretty good. Okay, may look off, but let's trust ourselves. Doesn't that just look off? But maybe it's because my backline is off. Maybe that's why. Yikes, okay, that's... whatever. Okay. Probably should have started with the line there, but... Actually really should have, because now I have to make something perpendicular, which is a bit difficult, but worth the effort, right? Oh, the real one was like right between those. The ghost a tiny bit more, but we're doing good. Actually, that was a pretty solid line. Looking at it from the camera's POV, right? But from my own, it'd be better. So I've never played, or I don't even know what Dragon Quest is. But like YouTube's been recommending me the music from it, and it's absolutely great. I mean, I'm a sucker for orchestra, so. I find that organic forms warm up my ellipses better than my little ellipse sheets. I couldn't tell you why. I'm gonna shrink this one a bit. Should I start posting my 50% to the Discord, the Drawbox Discord? I want to encourage other people to pick up 50%. And now that we do it at the end of the stream, I feel like that'd be very fun. Let's get better with, or just like warm up our ellipses a bit more. That was a bit too like I tried controlling it a bit too much. Wow, that was pretty solid. I like that one a lot. Really leave good enough room for our sausage forms right there, but I think we're doing pretty good for warm-up wise. I just realized these two ellipses cannot exist, can they? I think actually that's just because this one's off center thing. Because I'm pretty sure if you put two ellipses that share the same center point inside of a sphere, it will make what you want. So if we do the center right here, we do one randomly right here, and then one randomly like right here. Yeah, you can have to cross your eyes, but I think this right here is the one. This one right here is the surface of it. So, do a sausage form. Long one. Bit pointed at the end, but that's okay. Thanks. Well, those are loose, but that's okay. Nice, good warm up. Really good ellipses today. Very happy with it. Actually, I'm gonna pull out another piece of paper. So we're gonna do like a final hoorah analysis using our high-tech C, which I in hindsight really love. It rewards confident strokes, so we're gonna make sure to do that. This is what we had yesterday, analysis-wise, and all this is not wrong, just outdated. Because now we realize that adding a sausage form inside, or not even a sausage form, but more of just a I don't know what to call like an oval cylinder. What's a oval cylinder? Not cylinder. Sphere. Like what shape is that called? A spheroid. Okay, this spheroid. That makes me sound like a pretentious jerk. But I usually sound like that anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, if we put the spheroid instead of the sphere right here, which is just kind of like a pseudo sausage form. See that? Now I sound pretentious. That's what we want to go for our construction of our little guy. So we'll pull out a fresh piece of paper for more analysis. And we're going to keep it quick. We're going to keep it simple, sharp. And yeah, so because I want to start the construction today and make some good progress in that regards. Now, this is a difficult construction. Now, for those who don't know, we are making a paper wasp. We'll pull up an image of it here. For those who are scared of wasps or just don't really want to see the creepy crawlies, that's okay. Look away now. It's going to be on the right side of my screen in a matter of seconds. Let me pull it up. Okay, watch out now. Okay, there, okay, cool. So yeah, here's our guy. We did our kind of final construction yesterday. Let's just kind of do a quick one, right? So, I mean, we could use a fine liner. I just kind of want to use the high-tech C. Waste some ink, I guess. But yeah, so what we want to do... Actually, yeah, it's more warm-up if we use our fine liners. We'll have the high-tech C for some 50% because I have some objectives I'd like to clear with that one, right? So, here... we want to do our, main body. Very nice. And then from there, we want to do our sausage form. Kind of like scraping over there. I'm trying to see it for the form that it is. We'll actually go over here to our clean copy. And as you can see over here, our lips will be kind of going like this. Something of the sort. That means back here we'll have this form. Barely poking out, but you can see it. We're going to leave some room, remember, because we're adding forms on top of it, and quite a few of those to be exact. And actually, this should have been tilted a bit more. Let's get our TA kit out. To correct ourselves. But yeah, this should have been tilted a tiny bit more down. Such that we have our form right here. And then form right here. And then from there, we said we were going to merge these two, which I think is the best bet. And we want smaller angle right here. Or larger angle up here. Smaller angle up down here. Cool. Very nice, very cool. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We still see a lot of it. This one's actually quite inaccurate because of that, but it's okay. We're still seeing a lot of the front, so... try my best to a lot of the top of it. I guess we're gonna have it's actually a bit too much, isn't it? Because like we want something like right there, that's better. Kind of like betraying what we have right there already. And then we have our form, and it's following kind of this motion a bit. So we want to do this over here. Well, how many heads lengths is in here? Because heads length 1, barely over 1.5 here for the main body. 1, 2, 2.5 there. So a bit of a weird ratio. But that means if we did our head right here, which this head fits practically about right here, we can do that right here. Very nice. I think that was pretty good. And we're going straight over it. And not that much to the side, but it's okay. And then whatever here, we want to do about 2.5 of these. So 1, 2.5. So about like this big. And that gap was accidental, but it could help serve us in the future, right? And then form-wise, we're going to have this form going around right here. Which is going to, trail along the form like this down here. And then trail along here. We'll get to the about right here, down. Like so. Cool. Yeah, and we should have probably been like a bit more higher degree right here like that. I like that. Unlike the actual one. And then we have our form on top, which is going to meet over here with this form. So yeah, this should have been, we'll just redraw it. Yeah, maybe not. Ugh, that's difficult. Maybe it ought to be a sausage form. Yeah, something like that. I think that's much better. And from there, Perfect. Let me go around here, and we're gonna have that sharp kind of cut off here. This and sharp cut off, and then go down and around there. Cool. Probably could have extended backwards. It's not that sharp, but you know, dramatification, right? I don't know. This actually needs to angle up a bit too, and get the TA marker out for that, but something of the sort. Where we'll do probably like the end right here, the end of this form, which is actually going to sit above, I think. We're going to go out here. I curve like this. Like that. Apologies if you hear my dog in the background, my little babe. My little boy. I got a funny picture of him loafing today here, right? Let me pull that up. I didn't even start the timer. Well, cool. I'm cool with drawing extra today. Oh, an hour, yeah. Why not? Here, let me go find... I put it in the Patreon Pets channel. Patreon Pets. Oh, I love him so much. My little guy. There's my boy Moose. Look at him. Look at my... He's in the window. He's in my window right now. Hi, puppy. Oh, he's loafing. That's the setup. You can see all my markers and stuff over there. Oh, I love him so much. Oh, my boy. Anyway, sorry. He just stopped by me in the window too. I love him. Anyways. Cool. So yeah, and this is going to curl a bit more than that. And then we have the form over here where it's going to go kind of like a bulb, I guess. Like so. And that doesn't really have any basis, right? So that means we need to curve it up more. We do this and drop the sphere. We don't want that much of a pinch right there, right? So we want kind of like this. Wow, I felt that right there. That just felt like it happened. I don't know the best way to put it, but it felt right doing that. There, okay, one more time. Expert at drawing this at this point, right? We're gonna have this part that hovers off. Like that. I think we're getting it now, guys. This bends over onto that. I'm gonna have this bend to it. And then from there. Also, this needs to be a smaller degree. What am I doing? This needs to be like right here. Shoot. But we'll stick with it for now. And then this, which is gonna sit on this one. And then we have this kind of formation happening. It's a bit longer. A bit more flat on top, actually. And then from there, we travel back. And kind of have that ripple, like this shape to it. Like so. Perfect. And then, it's kind of like a mess back here, but we have this, right? And then this is where the form of the other one kind of happens, more like this, right? This. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're getting it, slowly getting there. So once again, we wanted to... We may even start with the lower body portion of it like this. So yeah, we could draw this one kind of whatever way we want, because once we put this part of it, right? Which, let's just do our size comparison again, because... Yeah, so this. So they're very close in size. And it's more like that, yeah. You look at the reference more, right? Perfect. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's great. Could be a bit more V-shaped actually, like that, you know? Just, you know, get more of that sharp V in there, and then... Obviously, yeah, we can make it a bit more tight than this, but I think that's somewhat adequate. And then from here, we're going to have our form over here like this. And then we have this one. And I'm going to end it over here. This does bend back, so it's going to go like this and then back. I think that's it, guys. Okay, one more. And what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of separate everything into its pieces, because we have it nailed now. So what we're going to do is we have the base form. We'll do this. Cool. Then our sphere right next to it. Sure. And then our head. It's gonna be about that big. Oh. Then over here, we have this, just a bit cone shaped. And this is notably smaller. We need to shrink this down a bit. Or at least over here, that's okay, because a lot of it's merging. That. Go over and around. It's not going to be this, it's a bit more rounded than this, but we get the general idea. That. We see the middle about right here. And then we have our little forms on there. And so if we put it all together, we're going to do this one a bit smaller. And this one a bit larger. Dang it, there's a bit of a V in there, but that's okay. We have this one right here, which is a bit more round, right? And then this form over here, which is longer, I believe. Just slightly longer than that. So this plus more, about right over there. And actually, it's no deeper than this, so. Should have ghosted more right there, but we're gonna have about right that like that. Cool. Then we're gonna have this. And now we have our forms, which I'm gonna do in blue. I feel like it. So our forms, we have this. Where we want to be a bit more V-like right there. Band-Aid. This one, which hops over here. Eyes. Yeah, so this needed to be a lot more round and rotated in a different direction. This one, we're gonna have our little be a bit more slanted than that. We've rolled a bit more there, a bit rotated. Oh, okay, now let's add these to it. Not sharp enough. There we go. Needs to follow the form a bit more, but I think it's okay for now. Something of the sort. What we could do is we could even overlap these forms if we wanted to. Sell that a bit, right? And we have our merge form right here. Can be flat right there. Then have that. And this one. That should have been more like this. That. Awfully large. Should have been like probably this size, honestly. And we have our next one over here. Another one after that. And then these actually end up curling around that. Then we have this little shoulder form that we talked about yesterday. Have to be mindful just because like this goes right here. The head is much closer, so we need to merge the head a bit more. A bit more inside. Then we have the wing right here. Coming out of this form, which traces this, goes out here and then out. Like so. It's a bit skinnier than that, right? Oh. And the eyes go back over here. Jump out. Come up here. And they're down, so they shouldn't be bugging out too much. That is a joke. And over here, we're going to see it in the back as well. Or it needs to go around the form, so even though it should be jumping out, we're only going to see it past the form a tiny bit. And actually, it gets really large over here. It goes like this. I think it goes about like right here. Then we have our little beak, which we're going to do a form right here. First, we're going to do one in the middle. And then one like this. Like that. Then our antennae. See? Which is just douchebag. A loader there and a little node here. And we're gonna add our actual forms. Little sausage forms. Then sausage forms popping out of that like this. Yeah, this goes out a lot more, so I guess we need to go like this with it. Let's not be scared. I guess this part will really curve and then it's gonna be flat underneath it because, you know, we're seeing it go away. Same thing here, we're gonna see it go out and then kind of end here. The beak. And just make them really close. Yeah, not that big, but something of the sort. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. And everything is kind of covered after that. So, without any further ado, guys, this is what we aspire to. We will accomplish it quite well. Let me take a quick sip of water, and then we're going to get right into it. With confidence, taste, and all that makes great artists. You're back. Just did a hiccup burp and thought that would be the end of my bloodline right there. That was scary. Anyways. Cool. So we have our ideas. Put them to action. This is a very messy page. I don't think anything else was scarred by it. Maybe. I don't know. All these are quite messy. In fact, we'll use that as scratch paper one day and we'll get a cleaner piece of underpage. We'd be safe, right? Place you here and trade you for this. The desk is messy. I don't really want to, you know, smear anything on accident if I can avoid it. Alrighty, fresh piece of paper. Take this one out, guys. So we've talked about the composition, but let's do a fun little head analysis just to see what we ought to do here. putting the TA to the way, because we aren't here to make mistakes or, you know, we are here to make mistakes and learn from them, but if we make mistakes, we will deal with it. I know I'm saying that now, I'm going to regret it later, but that's fine. So, what do we got to do? Here's our friend. Here's our friend's head. Sorry, we'll give it back soon. Probably draw it a bit better than that too, for the sake of our friend. Oh, we've just stolen their head. There we go, cool. And so with our friend, oh geez, okay, cool. The torso is, like we said, about 1.5 heads. This thing is about half a head over here. And we have 1. Let me keep my finger on the screen. 2. Actually about 2 heads, exact, a little bit over that. Paper-wise, not dimension, like actual dimensions, right? Because being foreshortened and all that. Also, let's pay attention to this shadow here. It's a very helpful one for distinguishing what's happening right there. And yeah, we'll make just the sausage form right here overlap part of that, because even though that negative space is important, yeah, the size of this is even more important. And let's see, so the body from the head, right? If we measure from the center though, we have about 2 heads to the right from the center, this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads. So 1, use my finger this time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have our actual head. Not half, but whatever. 6. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So are we measuring this in terms of the head when our most important form, as we've deduced, is this sphere right here? There, okay, so even though it's almost the same size, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, same number. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So almost a square, actually. So that means we could probably get away. I mean, yeah, about the 4.5 mark. So it's not the direct center of this. In fact, it's a little bit to the right and down. So, yeah, it's gonna be like literally, if it not in the center of the page, but 1 over, 1 down. But let's just be careful, right? We want enough room for the legs over there. If we have to shorten the wing, we'll shorten the wing. So that's kind of our dimension, right, of everything. I'm gonna keep this right in front of me for mostly just construction purposes. I don't really care about the scaling of everything in that. I'm gonna be looking at the reference heavily during this. I'm gonna delete these to just stop distracting me, or just prevent distracting me. Whoa, I don't want to export scene. No, thank you. I'd rather draw it, please. Thank you. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's get into it. Let me double check that everything on the YouTube end is going well. Good stuff. Let's do it. So yeah, center of the page. Just roughly, right? We don't really care about being too exact. I have drawn everything more towards the right corner than I ought to, but I think if we did our main sphere right here would be okay. I think that'd be okay, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe even a bit above that. Honestly, that wing doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but it won't be pivotal, right? Oh, yikes. Wow, that was rough. Anyways, continue. Really good right there. I don't know what I did right there. Probably lost focus. And then over here, right, we're going to have our next form. If we look at our little construction over here, which isn't entirely accurate. We could actually maybe even redo it real quick. We have our sphere. That is, remember, on the inside, because we have the armor to construct on top of it. And it does extend a bit this direction. There we are. That's actually pretty accurate. Then we have our sausage form. Actually. There we go. In our head. And then the abdomen thorax thingy. There we go. And for funsies, I know we have like 20 copies of this, but I'm gonna keep one down here that's a bit cleaner. There we go. Okay. So we have these both to look at. We'll reference these quite intensely. Yeah, we'll do the sausage form right next to it. And notice how we'll go into annotation mode. Blue. It's a bit of an intense blue though. There we go, it's a bit better. Nice. If we'll notice, we have this kind of going on. Here's the horizontal-ish. Can't even draw the horizontal wall. It's slightly off, you know, very small angle, like 3 degrees, nothing crazy. Maybe 5. And from there, so that means we want to be a bit like this, just going up. And we're barely breaching the inner part of this, so we're gonna be doing like this. I want to add a bit of a gap right there just so I can leave some room for the armor. Yeah. Oh wait, I just realized what pin we're using. Where's my cap? There it is. Yeah, let's do this one. If it looks majorly different, then we could just restart real quick. I know restarting whatever, but this one isn't a major issue. I like that. Quite a bit. It's angled down, but that's okay. We can still do what we ought to with the armor and stuff, because it does go down. So yeah, we kind of just kept ours flat. We didn't bend it enough downwards, but that's okay. Because we'll kind of like rotate it down here, make it into, so we'll expand it to make it look bigger. Let's make sure we do that. And then we have our head. Head is obviously much larger than the rest of the form, and it overlaps a bit right here, because if this is right here, and we only want a smaller room right there. And yeah, it's actually pretty much the same size as this. It's still a pretty wide degree. It definitely follows in the same direction, so you needn't worry about that. There it is. I was a bit more to the right than I wanted, but I think that's fine. And then we have the butte, the thorax. Sorry for my non-technical speak. And yeah, so it's a bit off to the side, and it angles compared to this kind of motion that we had going over here, kind of like this. It almost meets up at some point, but yeah, we want to be shooting kind of just like this tangent to that corner right there. And we're gonna be quite large. We canceled out there. This right here, just for, you know, pseudo reference, right? That's relatively the same size. We have 1, 2, like we said, and then with that extra half quarter on the end, so this times 2. So the gap, we could do this trick, but I'm not really sure how much I believe in that. You're like, what are we doing? I already have some ink smear on the page too. That's upsetting. And remember, yeah, it's no lower really than this. We did a purely horizontal line. It's not that angled. I see it. Oh wow, oops. Yeah, that gap is really large, but we can work with it. We can make it happen. Cool. Very nice. So let's get started. Let's start with our contour line. This one we want to look at this for, right? And we're going to be traveling away and then towards this, right? Actually, really towards, so like really away. Yeah, that just means kind of our orientation's a bit off for this form. the fact that, yeah, because, yeah, interesting. We'll still do it to help us, but... Because, yeah, if I wanted to put it right here, that just wouldn't make sense, would it? Yes, it would. Oh my gosh, would it? Got really technical here. I could go. Yeah, not the best, but I think that actually kind of works. It's really right just in front of us. Cool. And then finally right here, we kind of just go straight down the middle. Not much to it. Bit of a bend, but... Nice. Cool. Nice. Okay, so... I kind of want to do this bridging form immediately. I'm not sure how wise that is. It's gonna be practically on the outside of this, the way I've shaping everything up. And then it's gonna go out to right here. It's gonna meet at this form. We go out to right here. We're gonna extend past it. We're gonna be barely touching the edge right there. And also, yeah, being mindful of that little shape that we have down there happening. Cool. Anyways, nice. So we'll get started on the armor. Kind of chassis, if you will. I feel like I'm smearing already, but I don't know. It's maybe just that. A bit messy, whatever. Okay, cool. So, yeah, this one's a bit angled contrary to that one. The head. Remember, we're not seeing a ton of the inside. There, okay, cool. And then we're going out and doing a sharp kind of like this. So we're smooth right here, U, and then sharp out. U, and then sharp out. Out. Let's not be scared to really hang over here, right? Actually, I'm gonna follow form still, so we're gonna do our UE and then sharp out, but I'm still gonna stick to the form. So UE, sharp out here. Like that. And here we're going to be in front. Kind of go here almost to the crossroads. We're going to go down. Nice. Very cool. Then we're going to hop over right here. Hoppity hop. Be quite above. We're going to emphasize. Don't want this curve, right? So it still works. It's not totally in line with that, but it's okay. And I'm going to go down and around. And we're just going to merge in. There, and then we're going to hop out here. Nice. We're gonna have this form hop over it over here. Just gonna go like this, and then we're gonna see it go over in both directions. We're gonna have it wrap around all the way up until here, which we'll do another form for. So this. Just gonna do the inner part, right? Just sharp right here. And we want to go over. Then kind of sharp over here. We want a lot of room on the top going around to emphasize its height, like a lot over. And then we want this to kind of face towards us. We still want this kind of feature though, right? And then here, honestly, we could end it right here. I don't know what else is happening there, so we can kind of go like this, like so. Cool. Yeah, that little underline is a bit confusing, but we can survive. We will survive, yeah. And then right here we want to add this form. So on the very edge of this, I want this higher degree form going like this. That's gonna have to be even more in the front right here, pretty high. There's basically, yeah, right here. Okay, we're gonna need to even go more in the front. This definitely seems round. We get right there. So right here. Cool. And then we go over here. We're a point and on a point right there. Cool. And yeah, well, this does go down. And like that. Cool. Now our wing will be in the front of this, hopefully obscuring part of it, but yeah. We have this form, which should have been moved up even more. It's very true. Cool. Anyways, we're gonna start from over here and we're gonna go from underneath to, and this marks about what, the halfway of the form? A little bit over, yeah. We're gonna be about like right here. This is actually going to go underneath that, right? Nice. And then we have our form behind that, which is now going around the entire form. Like this. It's going to start from under there. We're going to go like this and then around. So we're going to have this flat portion like this. And then the portion where it actually goes around the form. Like so. And we're up to our own creativity, but we have, you know, these happening. So we're going to have this one right behind it. And a more subtle, but still happening. It's not the same degree, whoops. And then finally, this one, which is very much... We have the little singer thing. Like that for now. Cool. Go back here. I'm not really sure what's happening right here, but I'm going to kind of like add another form. Just to kind of have that, right? Oh, I don't like that wavy line. We shouldn't have done that. I wanted to overlap my forms, but I just didn't do it in an intelligible and correct way. Right over here, we want to have our arm joint for our wing. So yeah, that's going to be a gray area. So yeah, it's kind of happening right here. So that means, right here, down, and in is going to be our form. So we want to go around the form like this. And we're going to stick out like this. And I want the kind of shoulder form down here. I kind of feel like I'm not adding these forms correctly. We'll see though. Let's add the eye. Eye kind of happens right here. We want to go all the way up to the edge over here, right? Because that cheek, I mean, yeah, just get it done. So we're going to go over here. Cool. This, we want to leave some room in the middle, right? All around and then sharply go in. Cool. And we're gonna, out here, go around and then in. An end right here. Like that. This one we're going to see less of. We're still going to see this back part, right? And we want to match it with this one. Because this one didn't really do a great job of emphasizing that's underneath, but that's okay. We want to come back from out here, so we're going to go like this. I'm using my intuition now rather than looking at the reference so much. Yeah, that's better. I like that one a lot more. So I wish I could redo that one a bit, but it's okay. That's definitely gonna end up on the review of the day, right? Cool. And then we want to add this form up here. Little beak. But I'm actually gonna start with our little forms over here, which we're gonna go out and then in. And we're gonna go down because we're seeing the top of it. Next, that looks so bad. Whatever. And then our beak. We're gonna go kind of like this and it kind of has a nose thing right there, but that's okay for now. Cool. That's like the main body. Cool. Let's add in the very scary attempt. So it's going to pass through here, scrape the side of this, and just out here. Like this. Like so. And it's getting kind of like so. And this one, I'm gonna follow that out even further towards the edge of the page. It's gonna kind of go like this, and end there. Nice. I think we actually made that one land quite well. We understand how it flows through space. We have this form over here. We somehow neglected this entire time. It's going to go on the surface of this like that. Over there. It's going to go from the center around, form this like buckle like this, and then out. So. And from there, we're gonna shoot this one out. And follow this kind of motion, right? Kind of go as far as we can with that. Cool. And then we're gonna kind of follow. We'll make a end one right here. Kind of goes from like right there too, which is interesting. That. Nice. Not my proudest one so far, but we're doing okay. Yeah, I feel like that the real one's looking down a lot more than this one. And it's just, I feel like we're not properly adding our forms to it. But we'll survive. Let's get some of these leggies going. We have one right up here. And let's see. Actually going to be quite thick. Something over here. No, my music paused. Give me my music back. Back. Cool. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun, but I also feel like I'm obsessing over it a bit too much. And because of that, I'm like, I may try to do too much tonight, so we'll cut ourselves off when the time is right. We have a leg happening over here in this region, which is kind of unfortunate because there's a lot happening, but we'll draw through our forms nonetheless, right? That means we have one going on over here as well. Very nice. And then over here, we have one, like, probably right here. And following suit, probably have one right over here. Nice. Okay, these arms are very thick. We're going to use sausage forms, of course. Render these. Let's see, this one reaches the beak, height-wise, so we're going to go down here and spit to the right, and it lands at the shoulder. Here on the shoulder, right here on the beak. Go beak to shoulder, and that's kind of the inner part right there, so right here. We want it to be about as thick, the gap right here, which we didn't really do too well of a job, emphasizing the gap. I'm trying to think, is there anything like this size that's notable? Almost the size of the wing, I guess, but we'll just keep it like this. I was gonna say, I never have an issue with making my sausage forms large. I think that's a bit too large. Oh my gosh, just looking at it in hindsight. That's way too large. Especially if we want to add like cool form to it. Dang it. Okay, we should have gone smaller. Let's just do everyone smaller after that. Geez. Okay, whatever. It's passed. Okay, so do a smaller sphere right here. And then we'll do definitely curl this like that. It's almost the same height. Once again, a bit too thick. Rage inducing. And then after that, we have our little leg. We'll do once again. We should be setting these these spheres beforehand, but it's okay. We're actually seeing the back side of this. Let's not forget to that, and then over here we're gonna have this larger sausage form. Which is almost the size of that. Great. Anyways. And then we have our leg right here, which definitely going like this. Landing a bit lower than this one, so we're going to go like this probably. And we're going far to the side. We're about on the inside of this. Jeez, that's really far. And we're going like this. Okay. And there's some other forms happening there, like this, for example. But we'll worry about that in a bit, right? And right here we have a cool form happening, but mostly what I care about, or what we can do, is like this. Like that. And then intercepting there. We have our sausage form running through here. Probably should have made it skinnier, but that's okay. And then over here we have another very large sausage form. Look at that. I should have gone out a bit more. Then we have this form, which lands at the second ring here, and is about halfway, maybe even above that. It's kind of where, oh geez, halfway point of the eye, right here, and right here. So yeah, relatively close. Then once this sphere right here, this sphere right here. Yes. And then I'm gonna keep this one smaller because we can add that bulb to the end of it. This one crosses about where that one happens, right? So it goes about right here. Keep a larger bulb. Oh, sorry, smaller one, and then we'll add the larger one in a second. So it's definitely gonna go like this. We'll add that larger one right here. The end of that. And then we're going down, which is very far, and we can't really do all that, so we'll just try our best. That one got a bit too large over there, didn't it? Oh. And then we have this sausage form right here, which isn't that large, but you know, we'll try our best. Landing a bit below this, so right here-ish. And through the center of the eye circle here, or not even, yeah, yeah, right there. So about right here to right here. So we're gonna go right here. Yep. Oh, we're gonna curl over like that. So we're gonna be like this. A bit thick, but yeah, I think that's perfect actually. And then we have this one, which is landing a bit past the front of the face. We have this, and it lands where the shell is. The shell, front of face, here. Smaller, right? We're gonna go down. Nice. And then finally, we have this curl, which is a very fun one. We go quite far. We don't really have a good gauge, but if this is this, and this is this, so slightly longer than this one, which actually I kind of disagree with. I think they should be the same size in this context, because I made this leg, I think it's just a tiny bit longer, but we'll see. Anyways, we want to do this kind of motion from it. Actually a very sharp curl. Nice. We have this leg coming up from behind. Going to, there's not really a good place to land it, but kind of where this corner is, maybe a bit past the corner. Right here, yes. And we're going up quite far. We're gonna do about right here. Cool. Very nice. And yeah, we'll wait to do texture tomorrow. As much as I want to redo this whole thing, not in the spirit. And we have a fingerprint right there. Wonderful. Consider our own texture, our own addition to the form, right? We have this, which is only slightly above and almost meets at that corner, so we can kind of gauge that, right? So here's our corner. It's going away. We're kind of going like this almost. That was a bit too thick and my band-aid popped, so I was like super distracted, and that's my excuse at least. Over here, this one lands about right here. And it goes up. And go like that. And we're going like this at the end. That wasn't the best sausage form. Finally, one last leg. And we could do some 50%. I'm not sure if I have the patience though, to be honest. Okay, this one, it's happening little bit past this curl right here, and it's quite high, higher than this. How high is it in relation to the tiny bit, almost on level, so a bit lower, right here. We're gonna kind of go like this. That's definitely not right because it just kind of shoots up. Oops. Well, that sucks. And then we go straight down. So what we can do is go right here. We want to draw through our form, so I'm going to do like one, like right here. I'm going to do... And then we want to drop it over here. Past the leg. Fit right here. So, about right here. Very long. What I'm going to do... yeah, because it kind of has like a separate form, so we'll drop it to about right here. Nice. Then we're going to merge it over here with this foot. Cool. That one's a bit small, but it's okay. And we're going to leave it there. We're not going to stress about it too much. There are definitely, just the different sizes of the legs, the lack of this form. Yikes. Lots going on. Yeah, this profile should have been like a lot more. They have very flat forms. I think we just need some more practice going over forms, you know? Yeah, a bit upsetting to see, but yeah, who cares, right? Anyways, let's do some 50%. We'll definitely be talking about this in the review, right? Actually, let's do our review right now. Okay, so our review. I like the motion. I think we got that pretty well in proportion-wise, except for the legs. I think we did a good job there. Yeah, this eye clearly isn't as formed as this one. We were looking at the reference a bit too much instead of just feeling out what forms we had there. This is like what Uncomfy says when it comes to obeying our forms, you know, obeying what we put on the page, sticking to it, right? This, yeah, not just too happy with that region. Looking back at this, I mean, I don't know a better form for this, but just, we had to do something more degree intensive. This is a very hard form to study, but I think this should have bent back a lot more, and hid back there so we could actually carry this on top of it. In a hide and sight, it would look something like this, where we have this form, and then we're going back, and then like this. Yeah, it's just getting foreshortened, so that's the difficulty in that. I think that's about everything. Some line work issues, of course, but nothing we cannot fix in the future, right? Fully capable of that. Yep, and without any further ado, let's get into 50% and take a quick water break, and then we'll hop into it. Cool, so today's 50%, I want to continue practicing. Gosh, it's such a mess. Continue practicing urban sketching and such. Find it very fun. Over our little water paints. I don't really know a good place to put that. Yesterday, or a couple days ago when we did it, we had some issues with faces, as you can see here. We didn't really like that. It looks a bit edgy. I don't like it, so we're gonna go to a new page. And I would just want to do like a fun urban sketch or like something, right? So let's like, just pick out somewhere on Pinterest to kind of urban sketch. And just have some fun with it. No one's really here. I'd ask them for a place to pick out. Let's do just like random pretty place generator. I don't know. Random place generator. Any country, yep, generate places. Let's see. Okay. Germany, we have Eltville. Brings us to Google Maps. Eltville, Germany. So like what, old place? It's alt. Eltville, Germany. That's quite pretty. Oh wait, Tokugawa. Oh my gosh, the first results, you won't believe. Oh my gosh, whoa. What is that? Very interesting. Fukagawa. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's much here, image-wise, to use. Ultra. A lot of kaiju oriented things, right? Interesting. No, there's not really good pictures. Let's look at, oh, okay, whoa. This is kind of perfect. Can I get some pictures with people in it? Because I was hoping to sketch people, honestly. Okay, well, we're gonna use this image. Oh my gosh, can't believe this was the second option. Okay, let's actually, okay, we're gonna do a new scene. Here we go. Let's look for large pictures in Eltville. Otherwise, we can settle for this, right? Yeah, let's do this one. I really like this one. It's so pretty. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Let's do it. Okay. And yeah, so I don't really know anything about urban sketching or how to do it, but let's just do our best. I want to get started with the house, you know, in the main area. So what I'm going to do for the house is I'm going to lay out some boxes, right? It's going to help us out kind of think about what we want. So I'm going to do a corner of the house here, and then slightly down, we're going to do a corner of the house here. And then over here getting foreshortened a lot, we're going to have our next one. We're going to drop all of these down. And then it's going to have, you know, a bit of that. All of these are kind of straight down, right? And this one's kind of actually going up. We'll kind of do that like mysterious angle, I don't know. And then we kind of have this offset. I'm gonna see it over here like this. Oh. We have the bottom of the house. Want to like really offset this, right? Can be a bit shorter. This is actually going up, right? Yeah, this path is going to be kind of... I kind of see it as a winding road, so we're going to kind of... This actually goes over that. Oops. How did we not even notice that? It doesn't take up much, right? Not like that. It's like this. Be a bit more confident with everything, right? Nice. Yeah, it's kind of flatter than that, but it's okay. Oh. We have this like little gutter coming through it. The center. Be a bit more to the right, I think. We have the top of the roof, which is going to be slanted a bit like this. And then we go up faster after that. This goes back behind it. We're gonna have this right here, and then we go meet it up there. And we have the little slate from it. Cool. We have this little bar going across. Squares. Oh, I drew without thinking again. We have this little doors. This is really a training and observation more than anything. Which I think I never thought was like such a, you know, difficult skill, but it is. And there's little hexagon patterns that we'll do later. Definitely not now. Now we have these. So I'm gonna do it by the negative space instead of the actual like themes, because I think I would go crazy if I did it otherwise. Oh shoot. Without thinking again. If we drew without thinking again. These all connect. Jeez, okay. Because all of it's connected. Little statue right there. What's up here is going to be a bit tough. What we're going to do is have this. Triangle. I know that shape. I'm pretty good with that shape. And this is the part where like I wasn't paying attention to the shapes or anything that already exist here. Example. And see, this goes all the way up to the top. I messed that up. This is tough. This is a lot more difficult than I made it out to be. I'm sorry for everyone who's like, Kavel, you're being rude for assuming this is so easy. Even though I never really made that claim, but I feel like I need to apologize for someone for this misconception. Anyways. I'd be lazy with it, but I'm kind of being lazy with it. My patience is worn thin today. I want to emphasize that a bit more. It's a bit excessive, but yeah, let's do better over here. So, also, it's a bit more flat than that, come on. Foreground to background is something I must keep in mind during this journey. Without thinking, and I was thinking about the forms behind it rather than the actual objects. Let's see, this needs to hang off a lot more. Am I having fun? Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, Yumi. Oh my gosh, how long have you been here? I'm so, Delano, whatever. Hey, thank you very much. We're doing good. Oh my god, it's been like 6 minutes. I'm so sorry I did not see this. I've been so like focused on this. Yeah, we're doing good. I'm very tired. Finally, you saw in the Discord, I finally have 2 days off this week, so I'm gonna take that and run with it, right? Having some fun with our 50% of the day, which I know isn't technically 50% because we're studying, but who cares? Having fun. I think that's all part of the 50% that matters, right? Big ad door. Reading week starts next week for you. Oh my gosh. How are you feeling? You ready? I definitely made this too tall ratio-wise, but it's okay. I reinforced those parts, right? Excited, I'm close to finishing my assignment. Plus got it extended. Oh my gosh, let's go. Delano's era right now, guys. I almost said folks, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying that, just to be goofy, I guess. But yeah, huge. Very glad to hear, Delano. You've earned it. Been working hard. I think a big part of urban sketching is the attention to details that exist. A lot of this brush over here. See that negative space that we're about to create in here is it's gonna look awesome, I'm telling you now. Like the fact that this is all, you know, gonna be empty, yet everything else around it's gonna be like filled in. It would look awesome. Thank you very much. Studying, having some fun, you know? Keeping it simple. Very long day today, so I think, yeah, having this time to study some German architecture, enjoyable. Now brick I don't know how to do properly, so we're just gonna kind of we worked on our good Wasp friend earlier this stream. This is all training for the Italy trip, which I clearly needed. I think maybe we'll do this as like little training every night, right? It'll be maybe a bit easier. I'm not sure if it'll be easier or harder if I have, you know, the actual buildings in front of me, but I think for now. We also bought stuff to make overnight oats. I'm very excited. This is my first time. No blocks right here, probably. But yeah, what we did, Delano, is I literally just like went onto a random website for generating places, and this popped up. The first one was a town in Japan, but like couldn't find anything, which is sad because Japanese architecture is so beautiful. So is German architecture too. I have like this line going through there. I'm in such a good mood. Today was so great. And I didn't even do well on a quiz and I'm still happy, which people who know me, usually not the case. They're anal about those quizzes, right? This is actually Cav? Yeah, I also have like these longer bricks too, which are a bit strange. Should I give this to the GeoGuessr guy, Rainbow, and be like, find it? I also kind of want the bricks to get bigger over here too. I think rounding the corners, having like a bit more of the ink there is important. Remember, the street isn't perfect. We want my little imperfections in there too. Oh. Yeah, give it to GeoGuessr. We're gonna add these like little striations to the side paneling of the roof. Also, yeah, this pin, the high-tech C, I'm loving it. It's great. I don't know how to texture the roof yet, so we're gonna hold off on that just for now. Okay, we have this, which, yeah. I'm gonna double up on these lines to kind of separate it, right? My gosh, my band-aid. Okay, cool. And then we have this small area before we rehab this potted plant. Kind of melds into, kind of breaks. Oh my gosh, look at how tiny like details I can add with this pen. It's actually kind of crazy. Look how much my band-aid is falling off. That's also kind of angering me, right? Cool. And then somewhere in here we have the edge of this house, which sticks out kind of like right here. We have this. Oh my gosh. That's very annoying. I'll draw out the corner of this house. We still have, you know, a lot of this here though. I'm just gonna break it up a bunch and also try to keep it straight, jeez. Yeah, there we go, okay. And we have the side of the house over here. And we extend up and it's gonna be about like right here probably. Yeah, it has this rim to it, right? This is great for training observation, I've concluded. Teaching you what you need to draw and when. Little decors though are kind of killing me. Go up here and then we end this. We have another wrong one like this. Really teaches you to separate things into shapes rather than continuous stuff, which is both helpful and a bit, you know, dangerous, because like you don't want to at the end of the day not see the forms behind it, but at the same time knowing how to distinguish everything and fitting everything into their own little spots, that's very helpful. And yeah, we actually don't see a lot of this, so like, yeah, because we're gonna go back here like straight down and more to the side like this. We do see there's gonna be a bit lower than that, right? Oh, this band-aid. About to staple it to my hand, I'm not gonna lie. It needs to be like more down there. There we go. Cool. And then we're gonna end this here. Do this bush that was over here. Kind of wish I turned this in a bit more. That's whatever. Definitely have this like hanging off there. And then instead of doing like individual things right here, we'll just do kind of just working with it and let it be kind of messy gives it that style too. A lot of diagonal lines kind of crossing through here. We don't want to be too unstructured, but okay. And then we have this white house, and we're gonna kind of end it there. We're gonna have using eagle eye right now, just kind of. There's this just kind of square right here. Don't know what it is, but it's right there. Then we have the White House. Goes this way, and then we have a car parked right there, which we're gonna have like the bottom wheel. And then hood. And then another wheel, and you kind of see it go back like that. You see kind of like just the whole car right there, right? Not even that small, it's really, yeah. Then yeah, this should have been much smaller. You know, over here. I don't think adding more lines will help, but we can add like the other car back here too. About right here is where the other building ends. Ends about actually kind of spinning around as those towns do. I was in a town in Germany called Heidelberg, and oh my god, having towns like spin, just curve streets and buildings as an American, not only obscenely beautiful, but like hard to fathom. Like I do have, you know, my curving buildings, but nothing like this. Nothing as exciting, as interesting as this. And I'm just trying to capture the like silhouette of this, like little colors and shapes that I see along the way that I want to implement. Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, I need to stop slanting this so much. Because yeah, that's a lot, right? Getting a bit shaky over here, but hard to follow. We have all that stuff down there. Like right next to this, we have this building. I'm gonna kind of work backwards now. This one raises almost as tall as that. Go to the right of it, like this. Up here. This one does not go that high, it goes like this, but okay. We have a lot of these like houses up here. See, these meet up right here. Meets up about right here. We have that lower steep and then this up here. a bit messy over there, so I don't really want to edit that too much. Let's do some bushes. Let's see, let's do this. All right, here we have some. All right, yeah, we should break it up a lot more. You can hold it a bit up more too. Can't let my pin do all the work. Extremely long stream. Oh wait, only 1 hour 50? Okay. We're doing good. Gotta give up on this band-aid though. I want to emphasize like the branch-like nature of this, right? There's like things sticking out from certain angles. But no, I'm not gonna focus on that too much. We have a gate thing like right here. Some plants. They're coming out of the side of the road, right? No, the path was over there, but we can still kind of... Cool. That's most of that. We could do the thing at the end of the town, right? There's, we have some bushes right here. We have this like a sign right here. Yeah, it's the do not go sign in Europe or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not European. We have the top of this house. Kind of meet in the middle of these things, you know? Pearl, and this over here. And this right here. And this edge of the house. And what looks like an even taller building off in the distance like that. There's another building over there, but... Cool. Here we have a little... top of the house. Under right here. Oh, there we have that in the background. Yeah, a bit upset about how narrow that house is, but it's okay for now. Little rock right there. Put that in. We have a bunch of cobblestone, so we're gonna... Oh my god, this is so annoying. Yeah, we're about to say goodbye to the Band-Aid. We just did. not even about. We're going to. Get a lot lighter here. For the roof. I don't know. I regret doing this already. It needs to follow it right like this. I didn't really foreshorten these, but it's okay. Not really sure how to do that, but that kind of works. Definitely gonna do this here. Then here. Kind of like the bird feather texture, we're just gonna go. And not at all like that, but we'll do the hex thing here. Yeah, that did not work. Yeah, so don't do that. That's a tip for the future. Don't do that. We still have a fence going from over here. And like that. start introducing some hatching here and there. Realize how bad that hatching looks. Dang. So don't go willy-nilly with the hatching. I think that's our lesson for today. Just pick very specific places like this, for example. And really commit to it. Don't do like this non-commitmental garbo. Okay, I think that's quite fun. I know, I might just keep adding all day because it's fun. I'm addicted to drawing, guys. Oh no. Fun stuff. Okay. I think we'll leave it there. Very fun drawing. Yeah, I'm tired. We already did a review, so I'm gonna call it that. Oh my god, it's 9:30. How long was the stream? 2:10. Whew, it's a good one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Not much else to say. I'm gonna keep up our normal time streaming. I'll add like cobblestones, why not? Because I really want to. Maybe take another break sometime here soon. Not sure really when. I'm having lots of fun. Gotta finish our Wasp at least, right? And not too really concerned about schedule or taking breaks, even though I know we should, right? We do have our mandatory at least one time a week off. Cool. Okay, very fun. So yeah, we have a lot to learn. This wasn't the best, but it was pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, don't do that. And we could actually like add some, oh my god, I just keep going, guys. Jeez. They can't stop me. We should probably like, you know, do it while it's there. Confident, less messy, I guess is the best word for that. Yep, cool. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Kavel. Shout out, Rat Lobber, right? Whew, I'm tired. Okay. That's all, yeah, we'll be streaming same time, same place tomorrow. Bye for now.